Hello, buddies. You are listening to MWM podcast, and welcome to a new series, gaming. And I'm really happy because today we have a very special guest speaker for the very first episode for gaming, and it's none other than our channel's number one fan and friend, Mr. Sam Cruz. Yeah, and he's the person who introduced me to Discord. And only after Sam Cruz came into MWM, we actually had a server for Discord, and my filmmaking, kickstarted, and the community came into picture. And right now, I have a considerable size of team managing all my clubs and YouTube channel. So I'm really glad that I was able to bring Mr. Sam Cruz to our podcast, and it is a perfect category for him, gaming, because he's a tech guy and he nails every aspect of gaming. If you ask any tech questions or gaming questions, he's the person. So he's my tech guy, MWM's tech guy. So Sam Cruz, we welcome you with a hearty, what do you say, warm welcome. And yeah, please introduce yourself to our channel viewers and subscribers.
Yeah, thank you, MaddiE, and hello, MWM subscribers. So I'm really excited for it. So, okay, let's get started.
Yeah. So the first question to you, Sam, like, from when did you, explore gaming? Like, at what age you discovered that there is something called games, and you want to play and you want to discover, and when it started, exactly at what time point in your life you got serious? Okay, I don't just want to play games, but I want to explore like how it is being created, like who creates it, and how they make sure that there are some characters, so there are some action games, and what kind of technology goes into it. So just give us a history of your, gaming, falling in love with gaming.
Actually, how it all started is I got a rip-off of the Atari console when I was 5 years old, I guess. My dad bought me one. So I started playing in it, like the 999 games in one, the thing. I was playing in it, and then slowly my mom used to play flash games. So she shared her gaming folder with me, and then she taught me how to play.
Okay.
Usually, I was a PC gamer from the beginning.
Okay.
I was playing in this Intel Pentium PCs. The
Okay.
flash games don't require much processing speed, right? So I was playing it, and then I started playing mobile games after a long time, I guess. Like when I was in fourth and fifth, I guess.
Okay.
Uh, I was so much involved in this casual games, Angry Birds, Candy Crush,
Okay.
stuff like that. And I used to also play some games in the browser, like
Hmm.
web games, like Janissary Battles, like browser games.
Hmm.
Uh, the reason I started playing browser games is because when Adobe got banned, right? Every game of Adobe got ported to HTML. So after that, everybody shifted to this online games thing.
Okay.
And then I actually played in PS2, PS3 for quite some time. It was very little. My dad used to take me to game centers at the time. And
Okay.
then, like in my school days, I used to play very less number of games. It's like the games that are very well optimized and anyone can play it. Like basically, if you have a potato PC, you can just play it.
Hmm.
But with college, I just got a new PC with a good spec. Like I got a laptop with a 3060 GPU, so I can literally play any game that is up to today's mark. So I
Oh.
started playing it. So gaming, there are two types, right? You can, for me, it's like casual games and then competitive games.
Hmm.
But I'm not interested in competitive games, but in casual games also there can be classified. Like there are linear games and open world games. Like when I was playing in this at the start, open world games were, see, it was open world, but it had some objective to accomplish, so it was fun. But now open world games literally sucks. So I
Okay.
just stick to linear games now, and I just became more of a casual gamer. I guess I stopped
What
playing every.
what is linear gaming? This is first time I'm coming across, in the sense story
Okay.
games.
Yeah, yeah. See, story games can be. See, Have you played? Yeah, you have played Days Gone, right?
Okay.
It is a story game, but it's not linear. You can roam around, do stuff. Linear game is right. There will be everything will be in a step-by-step process. You just have to follow the instructions.
Okay. Okay.
So, to a person who loves stories, he
Hmm.
doesn't need a game to be in open world. He just need to experience and enjoy the story.
Hmm.
See, that's why Death Stranding is. Many are skeptical about Death Stranding. It's not linear. Like there are many ways you can take the story.
Okay.
And in linear also, there can be games with multiple endings, games with single ending. Some games even doesn't have an ending.
Okay.
You just have to play it.
Okay, cool. That was a very elaborate, history of your interest in gaming. So let's jump into the main questions, uh, some of which you already touched in your introduction. So,
Yeah.
assuming that, our viewers doesn't have any knowledge on gaming, and there are people who doesn't game at all, not even mobile games or consoles.
Okay.
They don't know about anything PlayStation or Xbox. So let's assume that our listeners are like folks who do not know anything about gaming. So, can you explain the concept of gaming and its history, some of the most popular games right now and over the years? Can you explain?
So you need me to explain to ones who I haven't involved in gaming activities before.
Yeah, just like a for beginners, like what is gaming and how it evolved and what were some of the popular games. I can also help you because I have not like Mario and all. It started with Mario for me as well, but over the years I have not into explored gaming a while. So I explored gaming when I was around 25, 26, I guess. So yeah, I think you know better than me, so that's why I asked you this question.
Okay, actually, gaming started with the arcade games like the Pong, the Pac-Man. And stuff. The arcade games were very famous at the time, like in 1950s. I think
Arcade, okay.
arcade
The
games.
physical arcade games, okay.
Yeah, the physical arcade games.
Okay,
See, at
okay.
the time, there are not any kind of machine that was like x86.
Hmm.
Like the x86 machine supports any kind of OS and it's literally so adaptable.
Hmm.
So there are physical arcades because they have to make a specific kind of arcade for every game. So the arcade that has Pac-Man can't run a Mario game. That's the problem.
Okay. Literally like a machine, you have to build a machine.
Yeah, you literally have to build a machine. Like there were very limited number of transistors too, so you
Hmm.
can't have many commands going into the game.
Hmm.
You just have 4 to 5 constraints, and you have to master the game.
Hmm.
So that's where the fun begins. So they literally created simple concepts,
Hmm.
and they made it competitive. There were many multiplayer arcade games that are that are way fun than the games that are AAA titles now.
Hmm.
So that's how all the gaming things started. But for beginners, right, the story games that are now like if you have the patience to play a story game for a month, you can play it.
Hmm. Okay.
See, it requires a lot of patience. I can't confirm that
Okay.
everyone can do it.
Okay. Yeah.
But there are some titles like God of War
Hmm.
and Uncharted where like you can start at any game and you can play. You just don't have to play the previous games and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the popular games from early 1950s.
Yeah, it's Pong and Pac-Man, I guess. The consoles were Atari and NES.
Hmm.
So the Mario games we got right that
Hmm.
were from the Atari ripoffs. So they actually sued India, but they can't claim it because the Indian market was so fucked up that
Okay.
the, everything was cracked. The games are completely like today. Also, we used to play crack games, but it got actually reduced because of the offers and the
Okay.
gaming platforms like Epic and Steam.
Okay. So when
But
when when you purchased the laptop, so which was the popular game then?
I purchased the laptop and I started playing Rocket League.
Rocket. Oh, the this kind of 3D, 3.5D something, right?
No, Rocket League is like a car driving game where you play football with the car.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Nice, nice.
You can just go hit someone and kaboom.
Okay,
It's
nice.
so fun, man. Actually, you should try it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, moving on. How many different platforms are there? So we have to cover both the the consoles as well as different platforms available to play games. So yeah, please elaborate it for the listeners.
So first, let's go with this x86 machines. Okay, there
Microsoft.
are PCs.
Okay, PC.
Yeah, no,
PC.
no. So x86 machine doesn't necessarily mean Microsoft. Okay,
Hmm.
so every x86 people say PC is mainly for Microsoft, right?
Hmm.
It's not like that. They are built to run any OS. You can run Linux. You can also run Mac in x86 machines. Like my laptop can run a Mac OS,
Hmm.
but it will not efficient. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, First, let's go with this x86 thing. You can have handles. There are some handles like the ROG Ally and Steam Deck. There are literally PCs, but they are optimized enough to carry in your hand. You can play all the, I mean, most of the games in your hand. Like it will be like a PS Pro or something like that.
Okay.
The PlayStation Portable,
Okay.
PSP. Uh, and then you have consoles, right? The console market runs completely different, man. Like you have the Xbox and your PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Like the Nintendo Switch stands alone. It has exclusive games like Zelda, Mario, and it's like a phone. The games you play in Nintendo Switch, it's like the games you play in phone,
Hmm.
but people mostly play it for the nostalgia and the feel. Like the Mario games, you can't play in any other platform other than the Nintendo Switch. PC, it's available, but it comes after a long time.
Yeah, now it's more strict, right? Yeah, I was checking like you can't play Mario anywhere else. Maybe in some
Uh,
online, some.
Actually, you can play it, but I'm not sure I can play it in life.
But there are some knockoff games similar to Mario in online and all. But
Yeah, yeah.
authentic, like if you wanna actually purchase and play, then you have to go purchase Nintendo Switch, right?
But I would say Nintendo Switch is not worth for your buck.
Yeah, I
Like
mean, but that
it,
game alone has a lot of fans, so that's why.
yeah. Like if you are a diehard Mario fan, just go for it. But if you are just a gaming fan, just don't.
Okay,
You
okay.
just build a PC for it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah. Continue.
this top competitors come in this Xbox and PlayStation.
Hmm.
So the console market is like they don't sell you for the price of the console.
Okay.
They plan something like they sell the console to you in at loss,
Hmm.
and since every game you have to purchase or buy a membership for it, they earn from it. So
Okay.
every console has a life cycle of 7 years.
Oh.
So on the first day of selling to it itself, they will just plan it till the console's life cycle ends. Like he
Okay.
will be paying this much for games, and actually surprisingly, they earns more than they expect.
Okay.
Uh, PlayStation outperforms Xbox in the case of exclusives. They have many exclusive games. Like for example, God of War comes at PC a year back, and for PS a year back, and it's gonna release in PC after like 1.5 years.
Okay.
So people can't wait and they just buy the game, and the game was quite pricey too. But it God of War was worth it. But still, that's their marketing strategy. But in Xbox, right, people mostly buy it to play competitive games.
Hmm.
So fun fact, Xbox's hardware is actually powerful than PS, but they don't have exclusives to use their full potential.
Okay. Okay.
They have Halo, Call of Duty.
Hmm.
The thing with Xbox is every game that releases in an Xbox console also comes for a Microsoft PC,
Okay.
Windows PC. So people don't prefer to buy it.
Okay.
But still, if you're gonna play Call of Duty, Halo, Rocket League, I would still recommend you Xbox. Like it's so smooth, man. The user experience in console is too good.
So PlayStation, Xbox, and then you said 86, Windows 86 something, right? What was that?
Yes, x86,
x86.
x86
It's
machines.
a hardware or it's like a
It's architecture.
architecture. Okay. So what we have heard, let me summarize. So PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, x86. Apart from this, there is no other major platforms, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there are. For now, there are not any major platforms, but I hope something more optimized. I'm hoping for a ARM-based uh, gaming platform to come. Like Mac has a ARM-based system. Okay,
Hmm.
it just means low power consumption and more performance.
Okay.
I'm just wishing like Apple would do something with that for gaming.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was coming at. So there is this web browser games as well. That is one platform I think I can think of.
Yeah.
And other thing is Apple has its own arcade, and Mac also you can consider as a platform. It's not a mainframe console like PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch, but it's almost equivalent to mobile games. Mobiles is also another platform, and
Yeah.
obviously, so Xbox comes under both PC as well as its own console, right? So even in Microsoft PCs, any model or any company's build, you can actually play games. And also
Yes.
this Steam, I started playing in Steam. So Steam is also a platform in its own, is it?
No, no, no. Steam, like, it's not a platform on its own. He's like a vendor who sells games. That's all.
Okay. 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 So, guys, I think the mainframe popular consoles or platforms to play games is obviously number one is mobile. Everybody has a mobile, so obviously you would have played some game in it. And then if you want to go hardcore gaming, then you should go for PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch. So, being a PlayStation user, I would recommend PlayStation. But let's ask Sam, like between PlayStation and Xbox, two of the most popular consoles right now in the world. So which one you would advise people to buy who are looking into, hobby playing games as a hobby?
So, playing games for hobby, like consoles, is the best option anyway. Like, you don't have to worry about the PC things.
Hmm. Correct. Yeah,
But
for common people, yeah.
yeah, for common people, consoles go. Like, if you have like enough money and you're capable of buying games, you can just go for a console.
Hmm.
And between
Which
PS and
one? Which
Xbox,
one? The PlayStation or Xbox one?
I'll list different.
Okay.
Between PS and Xbox, like if you have a lot of time and you're interested in competitive games,
Hmm.
you can go for Xbox.
Hmm.
But currently there are very less number of exclusives for Xbox. So if you're gonna look for story games, hands down just go for PS games. Like they have many uh, like story oriented games, and the pass system, right? The membership system is cheaper at Xbox, but they don't have much games to support it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
in PS, you can
Exclusive,
just
exclusive games.
yeah, exclusive games.
Yeah.
Like in PlayStation, there is an option for you to play with the PS Pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Plus,
can just buy the pass, and you can just you like if you are a casual gamer,
yeah.
technically you won't get time to complete the catalog itself. So you
Okay.
just don't have to buy any games. You just have to buy the subscription every year.
Yeah.
I would recommend going for a PS and buying the PS Pass and going for it. Uh, like if you are interested in a game so much, then you can buy it, of course. But I would suggest to first complete the catalog and this move on.
Yeah, I mean, even I would say as a user of PlayStation 4 and 5 for like almost 7 years now. So, any commoner or people who are looking to explore gaming, just buy a PlayStation, the latest one, or a PS4. That would be great because PlayStation has more exclusive games than Xbox. Xbox is something hardcore gamers would prefer because that has more hardware built and better experience. But again, as Sam pointed out, the number of exclusive games for Microsoft Xbox is less. So you have Spider-Man here and God of War, right? God of War is not available in Xbox, right?
No, no, Spider-Man is not, also not available on Xbox.
Yeah, so these are all Sony exclusive games. So a lot of companies, gaming companies, make exclusive games for Sony. So PlayStation is the popular one. So if you're looking to buy a console, then definitely purchase Sony PlayStation 5 or 4. Okay, moving
And
on to the next question, Mr. Sacrus. Uh, Now, people who are looking to buy a laptop or assemble a PC or
okay.
get the hell with a MacBook instead. So for them, I want you to explain what is the minimum requirement, like what they should look for in a laptop, in a assembled PC, minimum configuration required, like RAM, and then Intel with the graphics card, or what all minimum requires or gears required to do a gaming setup.
Okay. So speaking of first, I will get with gaming laptops. So speaking of gaming laptops, I wouldn't suggest anyone to buy a laptop for gaming except if he's a college lad. Like the laptops get too hot and stuff like that happens many times. So if you are a college student, you can just go for a gaming laptop. It helps you in your studies too.
Hmm.
So you can just go for one. And Usually the ones people buy is i5 12 gen processor and the 36. I mean 1650. 3060 is like costlier, I guess now.
Okay.
But if you're gonna go for, if you have a nice budget like a lakh, 1 lakh or something, you can just go for PC with 4060, I guess. 4060 is like the latest gens beginner level processor.
Okay. Okay. Any company, recommended company from your end? Lenovo,
So
Acer.
so there is a thing called TDP. Okay.
Hmm.
So how much total power your PC draws from the socket? So it's like basically like a fan. The more power you give, the faster it runs.
Hmm.
Okay. So the TDP of the GPU and other laptops are way lesser than the ones in Lenovo. So I would suggest them to buy a Lenovo Legion.
Hmm.
Like they are the best in the market, but if you see for gaming laptops at budget, you can just go something for something like Lenovo IdeaPad 3 or an Asus stuff. Like, but if you're gonna say, wait, I will just cover with PCs. Like, if you're gonna buy a laptop for cheap, like for 60 70,000, it's not a good uh, money for buying a laptop.
Okay.
Then you should go for a PC.
Hmm.
That's when you should go for a PC. Like the performance you get in a 70 80K PC
Hmm.
will be theoretically equal to a
1 lakh.
1,20,000 laptop.
Okay, understood. Yeah, so basically, if you're working or studying and you need a portable computer, then go for gaming laptops in the range of 1 lakhs. That's the best price range because you will get the minimum configuration and good performance for gaming in those range gaming laptops. Or else you have to go for a assembled PC. And
Yeah.
that would be less expensive, around 70,000 or 80,000, and it will give better performance than a 60 or 70,000 laptop. So am I right?
Yeah, and for assembled PCs, there are like thousands of possibilities which you can combine other equipments. So I would suggest them to buy assembled PC and then you can change the components in the go.
Okay.
Like I recommend people to buy motherboards that are so latest, and processors is their wish. Like they can buy anything, like they can upgrade in future.
Okay. Okay. Nice, very nice. Cool. That was crystal clear answer, and you also gave the price range and what you should go for, PC or laptop. Okay, moving on. We'll talk about you, your favorite games, and your favorite platform, and the dream console that you want to purchase. I know because I'm your friend. I know what you want to purchase, but for our I mean, listeners and subscribers, like, let us know your favorite games, platforms, and the console that you want to purchase.
Okay, so I'm a linear game guy. So I like open world games, like games like Subnautica. So there is a game, an open world. I like the game Subnautica. Okay,
Hmm.
so the concept is you are on a space mission and your ship gets wrecked, and you just fall in a planet which is like 90% of water.
90% of
Water. Like
water.
I'm not saying the surface area is 90% water. The entire planet is 90% water.
Okay.
So how you survive in it?
Okay.
And then on the other hand, for linear games, my favorite linear game would be like if it's a fan service, I would go for God of War, Spider-Man, or something.
Hmm.
But now I'm more interested in indie games which are very short. Like indie games are like 1 to 2 hours, but they deliver the perfect experience for you.
Okay.
Like I am playing a game called Long Dark now. Okay, so I would recommend everyone to play it. It's like episodic game.
Okay.
It's completely story oriented. You just have 5 episodes,
Hmm.
and you'll get to know how the episodic games works. And there is, if you are interested in horror games, you can go to Fears to Fathom. So it's not a horror game, it's like psychological horror
What is
game.
the name? What is the name?
Fears to Fathom.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would
And
love.
then
Yeah. Yeah. Continue. Continue.
then like if you're interested in like more gore and like goosebumps, uh, like the games that give you goosebumps and jump scares, you should
Thrilling.
go for
Yeah.
this Taiwanese games and Japanese games. So they naturally they have a better lore for horror games.
Okay.
So building upon it, it's so easy for them. So they make really good games, and you should try those games. Like even if they don't have subtitles,
Hmm.
I would say just go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you seem to be knowing a lot of horror games. I was planning to keep a poll in the community notes, like in
Mhm.
gaming, what genre people prefer, action, adventure, horror. So
Okay.
probably next week I'll try to conduct a poll in community notes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would love to explore horror games. I think last December when I came back to YouTube, I started playing this Dark Pictures anthology. So
Yeah.
it was minimal gameplay, but the story and the horror elements were so good. I felt, I really enjoyed playing those games. There was
Mhm.
nothing you have to do. Like sometimes the control comes and you have to make decisions and very minimal gameplay, but the story and the way it is almost like watching a horror movie. So I really enjoyed horror like gameplays. So I want to explore this horror gamings in the future, at least this year. Okay.
So Dark Pictures anthology, right?
Uh,
The genre is called Telltale Games.
okay, Telltale. Yeah, there was a Batman Telltale series as well.
Yeah, like it is a really underrated topic, man. Like if a Telltale game, I would recommend you to stream your PC to your TV and just if it's a good Telltale game, sit with the family and play. Like everybody will get involved in taking decisions and stuff. And
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
there's a game I just forgot its name. Wait, let me just recall.
Hmm.
Uh, I guess I recommended that game to you.
Okay. Yeah, I
Uh,
have to remind you we are on Google Meet, na? So I'm not sure whether it'll allow us more than 40 minutes, but in case if we get disconnected, we'll use the same link to start again. Okay.
okay, okay, okay,
Okay. You keep what do you say recollecting the game name. In the meantime, I'll
okay,
ask you another question.
okay.
Uh, yeah, we talked about gaming laptops for beginners. So talk about our channel. Like, you have been there, I think, from 2022 early or later. I'm not exactly sure when you came into.
Mm-mm.
So I started on 2021 August 15. So you definitely came in 2022. And I remember almost all the live stream you used to spend at least 2 to 5 minutes, chatting in the live
Yeah,
chats. And then you introduced me. There is something called Discord. All gamers have Discord servers. You should create one. And
mm-mm.
you and this Australian fan, I think Cyrno,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
there. So literally, we were the three members who were part of the Discord initial MWM Discord server. So you've been watching, at least you're a well-wisher and you're observer of MWM gaming.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what have you observed from the beginning and how is it going, MWM gaming category?
So at the beginning, you were playing games that are so popular and stuff like that. It's really good to know that you started playing this games that are underrated and like Dark Witches and Anthology. People don't play it.
O-
Like when you started playing this, I was really shocked.
Okay.
Oh, MaddiE's playing something new. It's so good.
Yeah. Okay.
Like you should, I would say you should explore more indie games. Like you do movies, right? So basically, you are a story guy. So I
Hmm.
would suggest you to play the games that are 2 3 hours and it has a very good story.
Story like more story oriented, like it has.
Yeah, it's like completely linear games, but they have a gameplay element too. Like you should have fun playing it, and you should also enjoy the story.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to. Mean, I wanted to set up. You remember, right? You are not coming to
Yeah,
Bangalore. You are in Chennai. So if you plan and come for 2 days, then I would definitely want to explore gaming category because, for it's almost a year now. I have the plan of assembling a
yeah.
PC, and there are so many horror games in Steam alone. And
Mm-mm.
when you are having a Windows gaming assembled PC setup, you can play a lot of games. Almost all the gamers have assembled PC or gaming laptop,
Yeah,
and that's how
exactly.
they stream a lot of games, and they show the faces as well. So because of the Windows setup, since I do not have a PlayStation camera and I have only PlayStation platform, I played
Hmm.
most of the games available in PlayStation, but then last year or like I think from the beginning only I started exploring Apple Arcade as well. I remember Samurai Jack I tried,
Hmm.
and Odyssey. I think what is it? Oddmar. There was a game called
Hardware,
Oddmar.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was really
Like
pleasant to
actually,
play.
it is in mobile too. I too tried it. It was quite fun.
Yeah, so I remember it gained a lot of views and attraction. A lot of people came for live chat as well. So in
Hmm.
Apple, the games are very rare. Like, uh, so that's the one restriction I find. Being an Apple user, I do not have much gaming catalogs. It's not, the games that are available in app you can actually play in PlayStation or any other platform. And that is one of the drawback. I want to explore Windows gaming as well, but I'll have to see like gaming how much I can involve. So as you all know, and I have other clubs as well. Gaming is
Yeah, yeah,
something I'm passionate about gaming, but it's a
yeah.
hobby. Basically, it's a hobby, and if you remove everything else from me, I'm going to be a gamer in YouTube, right? So if I end up losing a team, and if I end up having no one to support me in any other clubs, then I'll definitely come back to YouTube and be a gamer. So that's how I did when I came back to YouTube, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much for in giving an input on MWM. I will try to explore a lot of story games. That is definitely one thing I want to do. I really enjoyed the Dark Pictures anthology that changed the perspective of gaming for me. So gaming is not just about clicking buttons and shooting and then
Yeah.
doing adventure. It's about enjoying the story out of the gaming. And Detroit played a huge role in writing the story for Taxi Robo, right? Like a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was about to say about that, right? Okay.
So a lot of people even commented this movie looks like a game. Like it doesn't look like a movie only. So Detroit played a major role, even though I had inspiration from other movies.
Yeah.
But the way I wrote the story, I was playing Detroit at that time. So
Mhm.
yeah, I love
Like,
story games. Yes, you want to say something?
yeah, like Detroit has like 85 endings, you know?
Oh yeah, the parallel decisions and the parallel path you
Yeah,
take.
yeah, yeah.
And I played a very innovative game also, no? This one, the motion picture game. What is that? That is the most viewed game. Let me get you the stats now. Okay, the most viewed games in Medley with MaddiE channel is where is it? Oh, views. I have to sort by views. Yes, the complex PlayStation 5, it's actually a motion picture game where they have shot a movie with real actors and
Okay.
like based it's basically a decision making game like Detroit, and your
Mm-hmm.
the story flow may not change entirely, but there is a subtle difference when you change decisions. So I played it
Yeah.
twice and I purchased that game. So it was not free in the catalog, and that has the most number of views, 762. No other
Oh.
video books or
Actually, the game has a linear story, but they make you feel like it has a
yeah.
non-linear one. It's
I think
so
I can play again. So there are, as you said, in Detroit, there is how many storylines?
like 80 plus.
Yeah, definitely this complex. It's like a 1 hour game. You can finish it in one stream actually. And I am being a beginner or not an expert gamer. I am able to complete it in 1 hour. So it's a very small game. And one go you can finish it. And I think it should at least have 10, 15 storylines based on the decision you make. So I would love to play this game again. And both times, like first time when I played, it is 762 views, and second time when I played episode 2 again, re-game, 264 views.
Mm-hmm.
So this game alone has 1,000 views. So no other books or movie episodes has come near. The nearest is the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, because I think the hashtags will attract viewers from all over the
Yeah, yeah.
world, and 528 views. And then the PS4 one, the one that surprised me is the Jurassic Park Lego game. That was the first stream. It came around 10, 15 live stream. I was like surprised, and I was like opening my mouth. Such a simple game attracts a lot of viewers. And then recently, Candy Crush has been attracting a lot of views, right? So there is viewers for a specific category, I feel. And as you said, there are different platforms, different games,
Yeah.
popular games. So I would like to explore. But at the end of the day, I'm a hardcore gamer. So having been what do you say, used to PlayStation will give the ultimate satisfaction, right? So Dragon Ball Z gives me the ultimate satisfaction, and the Complex and the Detroit, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and what do you say, Red Dead Redemption. So even before I started the channel, I purchased PS4 and I was playing PS4 games. So my favorite game, all-time favorite, is Uncharted, definitely, and yeah, and then RDR and these all these story games. So I love to play story games, and good that you pointed out. I'll try to play more, you know, entirely oriented towards story. That should be that will be
Yeah,
more good for people who watch as well.
yeah,
And I want to bring in India, I think Tamil Nadu has most number of gamers, I guess. And after Tamil gaming got famous, there were a lot of channels all over the country, like North, Hindi gamers, and
mm,
then Telugu gamers, Kannada gamers, Malayalam gamers. So right now, a lot of people play games, but I think certain games they don't play. Very rare games, like you said, right? Dark Pictures Anthology.
yeah,
So they play the popular Fortnite or PUBG, this shooting games. So those are popular right now. So I want to find out very rare games and go back to old games which are like 5 year, 10 years old, and I want to play those
okay.
games. So yeah. Yes. Final note, Sam Cruz. How did this podcast make you feel? Like your first podcast experience. I just pulled you on a live stream. To others, at least I'll record and if they stutter or something, I'll try to edit it and cut it off. But I called you for a live stream and you took up the challenge and you came and you talked about gaming for
Actually,
beginners. Yeah.
actually, I was pretty sure it would go good, but I didn't expect it to go this good.
Yeah, we had some technical issue, but we sorted it out and we started the live. So yeah, how was it? Like talking about gaming and like only exploring voice.
Like, actually, it kind of felt like reviving my gamer self. I just stopped playing games in recent days. I'm just like
Yeah,
feeling to
I'm
play
sorry,
games.
sorry
So
to interrupt you. Let me tell you something, guys. Sam Cruz is a gaming developer. He's just not a gaming enthusiast and tech guy. He's a gaming developer. If you go back and look at last year's video, there's a video of me promoting Homer Simpson game. We could run into legal issues if Matt Groening and Simpsons team find it out. Actually, I was selling the game for 10 rupees, so it's like a promotional video I did, but it was for his effort. Sam Cruz is a gaming developer. He has done freelancing project, and the first game that he developed was created was the Homer Simpson game. It is like just like a Mario
yeah.
game flying in cloud, and then he personally did a Bart Simpson game for me as well. So he's a complete gaming nerd. Yeah, continue, please.
So yeah, like I stopped doing like I'm doing games for fun now. I'm just revising the concepts and stuff, but I stopped doing games as a mainstream thing. So I'm thinking to do a game like the things I said, right? I
Hmm.
just realized that what I need in a game, and I'm planning to make a game with it.
Oh, nice. All the best, and may you complete it
Yeah,
soon. Find time for it, and that is also your passion. I know you want to become a gaming developer. That is one of your
yeah,
aspirations and dream goals. So do that. And yeah, now that you have explored podcast, I was pushing Sam Cruz for tech videos and gaming videos, just talk shows, just like my book talk shows and movie talk shows. So hopefully, I would love you to explore talk shows in our channel. Do come for video interviews as well, and then talk about
okay.
gamings and techs. I want to know, Mitchell, like I'm into my 30s, you are into your 20s, so I want to know what's happening in the tech world, right? So I just don't want to
Okay.
watch videos. It's better to hear from a person who's actually into tech. Okay. I hope you will come back to our podcasting episode, as well as they said, a lot of other talk shows. And thank you so much, Sam Cruz. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, final note.
Okay, since it's a gaming platform, like final notice, just go start playing a game if you're a newbie.
Yes, to play game. I have recently discovered that Candy Crush is also kind of meditation. When I'm playing, I'm just concentrated on crushing the candies,
Yeah,
and it takes so much stress and pressure off your mind. So any game is a good game, provided you're not getting addicted to it, and it
exactly.
provides you to bust your stress, and it's almost like a stress ball. So keep your time limit, and if your passion is into gaming, then explore what kind of software they are using, what are all the gaming companies and how they develop it, how difficult it is to develop even a small mobile game. So these are all things you can do when you're passionate about gaming. But just play games, it is so fun, and find your right game. There are so many games out in this world, like a mobile, PlayStation, Xbox. So find your right thing and game. That's all I can say. Thank you so much, Sam Cruz, and I hope you listeners enjoyed this podcast episode. And with this, I think I have created so many series now: filmmaking, books, movies, gaming, and only one topic, theater. So recently, theater also I started. So only one topic is remaining, which is writing. I will start that soon. But I have to thank all the guest speakers and today's guest speaker, Sam Cruz. Thank you so much. Sam Cruz actual name is Sam Manogar, and the reason we have to tell the reason how he got named Sam Cruz. So when he started coming to the live chats during the gaming streams, his name was difficult for me to remember, right? So Sam Manogar. So I thought I should have I kind of forget names easily. So I wanted to remember his name quickly and always. So I like Tom Cruise, and I always keep saying Tom Cruise. So when Sam Manohar came into the streams, I started calling him Sam Cruise. So that's how the name stuck, and he became our Discord manager and then WhatsApp community manager, and it's still he's working for MWM guys. He's an internship and he's managing our Discord server. We have two servers, one for TV and one for Hub. So he's the one who's managing both the servers, and yeah, I'm really glad that I was able to pull him for this episode. Thank you so much for being the number one fan, viewer, well-wisher, subscriber, and hope you had great time being a guest
Yeah,
speaker in this podcast episode. Meet you soon, and
yeah, sure.
yeah, viewers, you'll hear from me in another podcast episode or watch me in a video or live stream. Until then, you're watching Medley with MaddiE. I'm Maddie Dawson signing off. Sam Cruz as guest speaker in Gaming Series podcast. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hmm.